Greetings, y'all. Let's see if she's going to come to work today. Let's see if Palo Santo se va a venir a trabajar hoy. Come on. Y'all, greetings. Welcome. Welcome to Tuesday, June the 30th, in the year of our Lord 2026. Before we get into it, I want to dedicate today's reading to the late, great Miss Phyllis Hyman. In 1995, on this date, Phyllis Hyman was an American singer. She was an American singer. She had a beautiful, velvety voice. She was gorgeous. She was a gorgeous woman. Gorgeous woman. And this world did a number on her. And she leaves behind a beautiful legacy of music. So today's reading is for Phyllis Hyman. With all that being said, y'all, yesterday was the beginning of Mercury Retrograde, and if you saw it, baby, Mercury Retrograde was doing it. She did a number on me down to the point where I tried to post the oracle reading. Y'all saw my shuffle. Y'all saw my pull, and I posted it to my main account. Not the 773 Oracle. And I was like, you know what? That's enough for social media. That's enough for social media. I want to be consistent. I want to be consistent with you all. But baby, when the universe is working against you, you gotta know your limitations. That's all I got to say. We're getting our spiritual downloads today from the Psychic Tarot, and that's by Mr. John Holland. So let's get into it. Let me just break this down real fast. I'm gonna talk about what we're working with today, what energies we're working with today. All right. You know, yesterday was the strawberry moon, and it was asking us to release what no longer is serving any good in our lives. And then Mercury retrograde reminded us to slow down. And in all honesty, that's probably what I should have done. I just should have slowed down. But you know, like when you got a lot of shit going, you just want to get it done, and that's what happened. That was my energy last night. You know, and I wanted to go live because when we have powerful transit like yesterday, you know, I want to do readings, or at least I want to talk about it. Baby, Mercury retrograde had her foot on my neck. So again, Mercury retrograde was, reminds us to slow down and reflect and stop carrying past bullshit into our future. All right. You know, what we learned that is you can't start a new chapter carrying the old one. But today's energy is asking us the next question. You can't start an old chapter carrying the bullshit from the past. But here's the next chapter. Now that you put your baggage down, are you ready to make that move? Today, and this is from my Llewellyn Planetary Guide 2026. Today we've got Mars squaring up with the nodes of fate. You know, and we may feel like a burst of energy to finally do something that we've been putting off. The only thing is that the only thing that could trip us up is the overthinking. And overthinking our next step, overthinking our decision, just overthinking ourselves. The energy is then going to shift because Jupiter is going to enter Leo for the first time since 2014, 2015. So that ought to be real interesting. Jupiter expands whatever it touches. And in Leo, we talk about courage. Baby, Leo is like, yes, child, I'm here. I'm here standing 10 toes down on the bullshit. You know, Leo is going to expand that confidence, that confidence, that creativity, that leadership. This is not reckless confidence, though. And that's the thing with Leo you got to worry about. You got to worry about that pride fucking it up. Okay, so this is not reckless confidence, okay? It is believing that we are capable enough to take that next step. That's what this energy is about. All right? So, so give me a second. Uh, Strength. Here we go. If we're going to talk about Leo, we cannot not talk about strength. It's called a Leo, okay? And right here, with this energy, and this tarot card, collective. Collective. Where are you stronger than you've been giving yourself credit for? You do things that you just take for granted. You do things that were not assigned to other people, and you do them so gracefully. It could be working at a job that is no longer beneficial to you. It could be taking care of a family member or a non-family member, and that's adding pressure, but somehow or another you're doing it. So where in your life, where in your life are you stronger than you've been giving yourself credit for? Okay. Here we go. Wait a minute. Where are my wands? Because I need some wands. Oh, wait. I'm going to need you. I'm going to need you. You come out here. There you are. There you are. There you are. Wands. Okay. So wands are my fire signs. So wands, although this is a collective, wands, this is for my Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarians. Again, Leos, we're connecting the energies. So this is the Two of Wands. So collective, particularly my fire signs, my Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarius. What opportunities are waiting for you to finally make a decision on? Why are you holding it back? Why are you, this is not the energy. The energy is like, shit'll get off the pot. But for this card right here, what opportunity is waiting for you to finally make a move on? And last but not least, we're going to do the Six of Wands. We're going Six of Wands. I saw her. She was in the... I was like, yes, I'm going to use you too. What victory is waiting for you to start... What victory is waiting for you to celebrate once you stop doubting yourself? You're going to get the strength. You're going to come across that decision that you've been putting off. And when you do, there's a reason to celebrate, if for nothing more than the fact that you made, if for nothing more than the fact that you believed in yourself. And that's enough reason to celebrate. That is the energies that we're working with today. You don't need another sign. You don't need another excuse. You don't need another reason to delay. You're done reflecting. You've already done the healing. Now life, universal mind, God, whatever you want to call it, is asking, do you trust yourself enough to make that move? Huh? Do you trust yourself enough to make that move? I'm going to tell you something. Self-doubt is really sneaky, okay? It disguises itself as being responsible. It disguises itself as being cautious. It sounds logical, okay? But sometimes it's just fear wearing a smarter outfit. Self-doubt is fear wearing a smarter outfit. You're not making that move because it blows up in your face. You don't want to look dumb. Well, guess what? Go ahead and look dumb. Because when that tiny little blow to your tiny little ego is over, you're going to come out with experience. And that experience is going to give you more than you trying to pass yourself off for looking perfect. The longer you second guess yourself, the easier it becomes to believe that you're not ready. The longer you second guess yourself, the easier it becomes to believe that you're not ready. Confidence doesn't come before the action. Confidence does not come before the action. And confidence grows because of action. Every decision you make, every risk you take, every time you choose you, every time you choose you, you're teaching your nervous system that you can trust yourself. Universal mind, divine presence, God, whatever you believe in, doesn't ask you to know every step before you begin. It asks you to trust that the next step will be revealed as long as you keep moving. Faith isn't standing still until certainty arrives. Faith is taking the next step anyway. That's what faith is. And we're going to, I don't need, see, I'm riled up now. I'm riled up now. So I don't need the ancestors for this one because, baby, this one came too easy to me. So we're going to affirm today. We're going to affirm today. I stop talking myself out of the life that I'm meant to live. I stop talking myself out of the life that I am meant to live. Period. If you've been waiting for that perfect moment, this is your reminder that a perfect moment, it very rarely shows up. Take the call. Submit the application. Start the project. Have the conversation. Stop waiting for confidence. Move. And the confidence will meet you there. Confidence will meet you there. So ask yourself today, where in your life are you letting self-doubt delay what you already know you're ready for? So, y'all saw my shuffle, y'all saw my pull. We're using the Psychic Tarot by Mr. John Holland, and we pulled card number 8. When we talk about the neurological aspects of the number 8, we're talking about rewards, progress, change, forward movement, energy, speed, strength, and success. We got to move. This card right here, it says emotional withdrawal. So we're walking away. We're pulling back. We're creating distance to protect our peace. We're protecting our distance to find our peace. We're walking towards something that truly fulfills. Wait a minute. Where's my 8 of Cups? Y'all, this is 8 of Cups energy all day long. Where's my 8 of Cups? Come on, Cups. There you go. There you go. There you go. Walking away from the shit that no longer serves you. Yeah. We not doing this. We not doing this. We not doing this. Collective, what are you pulling yourself away from and why? What are you walking away from, and why are you walking away from? Because when you answer that fully, it's gonna hit your nervous system, and you're gonna create logic, and it's gonna give you more propulsion to walk away from the shit that is no longer serving you. Emotionally withdrawing. A lot of y'all out here feeling drained, disconnected. Y'all need some space. And for my Cups is the water sign. So for my Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisces, I want you to pay particular. This is a collective reading, but for my water signs, my Cancerians, Scorpios, and Pisces, I want you all to take heed. Y'all, taking a step back isn't always giving up. Taking a step back sometimes allows for healing to begin. Again, 8 of Cups, we're walking away, emotional growth, leaving behind what no longer fulfills us. That's what that shit is. People withdraw when they're emotionally exhausted, when they are disappointed or no longer feel connected to what mattered once. That's when they walk away. That's when they walk away. It's okay to stay. It's okay to take a step back. It's okay to protect your peace. Just make sure that you're moving towards healing and not hiding from it. Run to something, not away from something. Run to something, not away. The faster you run, the quicker you get caught. We're going to affirm, I honor my emotions and I choose what brings me peace. I honor my emotions and I choose what brings me peace. All right, y'all. That's it. That's it. That's all. Stay in alignment. Your alignment is your assignment. When it gets too heavy, what are we doing? We're going to close our eyes and we're going to ask the universe to show us how good it can be. All right, babies. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.